So question 12, this one gets a lemon because it's really, the whole story in this question is a bit forced and it really kind of doesn't help you understand what's going on in the question. Jessica wants to borrow some money to buy a car. They'll be charging a compound interest, 4% interest added yearly. And then this statement here, basically why they didn't say that Jessica doesn't make any payments, but she's kind of some story there. Anyway, here we go. What we've got to do is complete the table to show how much you'll owe her parents at the end of each year. So basically, we're just compounding 15,000 at a rate of 4% a year. So we grab ourselves a calculator. Probably the quickest way to do this is just type in 15,000, press go, and then multiply by 1.04. So after 1 year, 1560. So if I just move my calculator over, we can see, pop it in the box, and then press execute again, 16224 after the second year, and press execute again. And there's the final figure for the third box. So a quick couple of marks just to get us going there on a basic, almost like a GP, where we're just the ratio is 1.04. So once we've got those figures into the table here, we get another 2 marks for writing out a recursive rule. So we just say the next one is the one before times 1.04, the 4% plus 100 divided by 100. And start off term 0 is 15,000. So we're going good. Then the story progresses, and then Jessica's parents are encouraging her to get a part-time job so she can make repayments along the way and all this. But why not just say, right, now she's basically in part B. If interest is charged yearly and she's paying back 2,400 at the end of each year, write a recursive rule to calculate the amount owing at the end of each year. Now we're only getting 1 mark. Earlier on we were getting 2 in this exam, but now we're down to a measly 1. So here's our linear recurrence relation. The next one is the one before times 1.04 to add the interest. But now we've got to subtract 2,400 for her repayment and start off again at 15,000. And then we move on to part C for the final 5 marks. And this time, interest is now going to be charged monthly, and she's going to make equal monthly repayments. So the monthly repayments, if we grab a calculator, will be 2,400 divided by 12, which are $200 a time. So write a recursive rule to calculate the amount owing at the end of each month. And here we go. The next one is the one before. Now we've got to adjust the interest rate from 4% a year to 4. What that is a monthly multiplier. Add it to 1. And then here's the repayment of 200 that we've got to take off. So when we turn 4% and divide it by 12, we end up with 0.003 recurring. So the little bar above the 3 is important there. And the initial amount is 15,000. Again, only 1 mark for this. It's bad news, isn't it? We're doing all this work and really not getting paid for it. Part 2, how many months will it take to repay the loan? And then part 3, calculate the total amount Jessica would pay over the duration of the loan. Couple of ways to do this on ClassPad. Let's have a look. So we could nip back into the old finance app again. Let's tidy things up, clear all, and back into compound interest. So what's going on for Jessica here? So it's how long. So we know that the rate is 4%. She's borrowed 15,000, so that's gone into her pocket. The payment is going to be negative 200 that's coming out. The future value we want to be nothing, and everything's happening monthly, so a standard 12 and 12 down the bottom. How long will this take? So we solve for n, 86.4, therefore 86 whole payments of 200 and 1 last one. So all up 87 months. And then I wasn't sure about part 3, calculate the total amount Jessica would pay. Now, up to now, we've been talking about repaying the loan and repayments, but now what the idea of paying over the duration of a loan, well, it could either be the total repayments, which is, now we need the final repayment, so let me just grab my calculator. To work the final repayment out, I tend to change n to 87, calculate what the future value would be. Now this is positive $110.24. So that's an overpayment. So if I then take the final payment off, what I really should have paid at the end is $89.76. So there's my final repayment. Then the total that I've repaid is 86 lots of 200 plus this, which you can obviously do in main, and that comes to 17,289.76. So I'm not sure if that's what they were after in this question. Would paid, I would say that's the total that was repaid. So to cover all bases, I then do this calculation, take off the amount that I borrowed to end up with $2,289.76 for the interest. And that's really the cost of the loan. So I'd say that's what you would pay for the loan. But this whole question, so again, we had the lemon at the top, and it's really kind of, that's another kind of negative on this question. One last thing, if for these last 5 marks here, another way of doing it with the calculator, if you had a copy of the repayment program here, so into the programs and repay, I fire it up and then say OK to the splash screen. The initial loan amount was $15,000 here. The interest rate was 4% per annum. The amount of each repayment was $200, wasn't it exactly? And we're making 12 payments a year. So now when we press OK, all of the calculations we just did are sort of shown at the bottom of the screen here. The last payment, the total number of payments, the total repaid, and the total interest. So that's kind of a nice quick way of getting out the information and the answers to some of these parts here. For the recursive rule, if we chose option 2 and tapped there, then here's the recursive rule given in this screen. We can slide across to see A1 here is 1500, and then there is the ratio. When we are kind of finished and we want to go back to the program, we hit the little play button there, but we're done with it. We'll hit 9 in the box there and quit. So that's another option for these repayment problems.